My dear children, how are you? I hope you are fine. In today's class, we are going to continue the same chapter, number 11, lines and angles. Okay. See here, supplementary angles. In the last section, we have discussed about complementary angles. Now we are going to discuss about supplementary angles. What is meant by supplementary angles? Read the definition. Two angles are called supplementary angles if their sum is 180 degree. Two angles. Listen this word children. Two angles. While we are speaking about complementary angles as well as the supplementary angles, we are using the term two angles. So, you have to remember that whether it is complementary or supplementary, you must take two angles. Okay. So, two angles are called supplementary if their sum is 180 degree. You know, if you add the two angles, if you get the answer 90 degree means you call that angle as complementary angles. Similarly, if you add two angles, you get the sum as 180 degree means we can call that angle as supplementary angles. Do you understand children? Complementary means 90 degree. That is, you have to add the two angles. You get the answer 90 degree means we have to call that angle as complementary angles. Supplementary means if you add the two angles, if you get the answer 180 degree, then we call that angle as a supplementary angles. Many of you may have the confusion which angle is said to be complementary, which angle is said to be supplementary. To avoid that confusion, I give you a hint to you children. See here, C for complementary and S for supplementary. C for complementary and S for supplementary. Now you add 1 to this C. So it became 9. So complementary means 90 degree. Now you have to add 1 cross 1 to S. So it became 8. So 180 degree means supplementary, 90 degree means complementary. So use this hint to remember complementary means 90 degree, supplementary means 180 degree. 180 degree, that is, if you add two angles, if you get the sum 90 degree means then we call that angle as complementary angles. If you add two angles, if you get the sum as 180 degree, then you can call that angle as supplementary angles. Okay, keep this in your mind. See some example. 100 degree, 80 degree. Add these two angles, 100 plus 80, 180 degree. So these two angles are said to be supplementary angles. And also listen carefully children, we can call 100 degree as a supplement of 80 degree. Similarly, we can call 80 degree as a supplement of 100 degree. Okay. See the next example, 20 degree, 160 degree. If you add these two angles, you get the answer 180 degree. So we can call these two angles as supplementary angles. Similarly, see 90 degree, 90 degree. If you add these two angles, you get the answer 180 degree. So we can call these two angles as supplementary angles. Okay. Next we are going to see some problems based on the concept supplementary angles. See the first sum. Which of the following are supplementary angles? As we did in the complementary, here also we are going to check whether the given angles are supplementary or not. For that you have to add the given angles. Before that you have to check whether the given two angles or one angle or three angles. To check complementary or supplementary, definitely it should be two angles only, not less or more than that. Okay. See here we have 80 and 100 only. So if you add these two values, we get 180 degree. So we can call 80 degree and 100 degree as supplementary angles. See the next one, 180 degree. Here they given only one angle only. Supplementary angle means we have to take as per the definition two angles. But they given only one angle. So you have to write one angle cannot be a supplementary angle. One angle cannot be a supplementary angle. So this is not a supplementary angle. For supplementary angle we have to take definitely two angles. Okay, see the next one, subdivision C. 65 degree and 145 degree. If you add these two angles, you get the answer 190 degree. It is not equal to 180 degree. So we can say 65 degree and 125 degree are not complementary and supplementary angles. As per the definition of supplementary angles, we have to get the sum 180 degree, but here we got only 180 degree. So these are not supplementary angles. Okay, see the next sum: 40 degree, 60 degree, 80 degree. If you add these three angles, what is your answer? 60 plus 40, 100, 100 plus 80, 180 degree. Thus we got the answer 180 degree. Though we got the answer 180 degree, we can't say these three angles are supplementary angles, because as per the definition of supplementary angles, definitely it should be two angles. Here they given three angles. So in the solution part we have to write only a pair of angles. Pair of angles means pair means two. Only a pair of angles be supplementary. Therefore 40, 60 and 80 are not supplementary angles. Do you understand children? Okay. Next we are going to do one word problem. Okay. Two supplementary angles are in the ratio 5:7. Find the angles. What are the data given in the question? Two supplementary angles. It means we are going to find the two angles. The two angles are supplementary angles. It means if you add the two angles, you get the answer 180 degrees. Okay. And also they have given one more hint, that is ratio. That is the two supplementary angles are in the ratio 5:7. So using these two hints, we are going to find the angles. What are the hints? One is supplementary and another one is ratio. Okay. So first of all, we have to take the unknown things as a variable. Here I am using the variable x to denote this. Okay. Let the angles be 5x and 7x. Why I am taking the angles be 5x and 7x? Because in the question they have given, they are in the ratio 5:7. So we have to take the angles to be multiples of 5 and 7. Suppose in the question if they given the ratio as like this 1:3, like that means we have to take the angle as 1 into x, 3 into x, 3x. Like that we have to take. Suppose in the question instead of this 1:3, if they are giving 4:3 means we have to take the angle as 4y, 3y. Instead of x, we may also take y also. So if it is given in the ratio, we have to take the value as multiples of that. Okay, that's why we are taking 5x degree and 7x degree. Why here we are using degree means we are going to find the angles. So here I am using the degree symbol. Okay, since the given angles are supplementary, if you add these two angles, it gives the answer 180 degrees. So we have to write 5x plus 7x is equal to 180 degree. We understand that 5x degree plus 7x degree equal to 180 degree. We have to find the two values 5x and this 7x. For that, first we have to find the value of x. Okay. So these two are like two. So we can add a subtract. So 5x plus 7x. What is your answer? 12x equal to 180 degree. So x equal to, in order to find the value of x, we have to bring this 12 to right hand side. So x degree equal to 180 by 12. So we are using, we may use 2 table or 4 table or 6 table to cancel these values. I am using the 12 table to cancel this. 112 is 12, 112 is 12, remember 6, 5 12s are 16. So x degree equal to 15 degree. Thus we have found out the value of x. But we have to find the angles. So what are the angles? 5x and 7x. Now we are going to find the values. 5x equal to, you have to multiply the value of x by 5. So what is the value of x? 15 degree. So we have to multiply the 15 degree by 5. So 5 5s are 25. Remember the 2. 1 5 is 5. 5 plus 2, 7. So 5x value is 75 degree. Next angle is 7x. So you have to multiply the value of x by 7. 7 5s are 35. Remember 3. 1 7 is 7. 7 plus 3, 10. So another angle is 105 degrees. So what are the two angles? 75 degree and 105 degree. So these two are supplementary angles. Let us take 105 plus 75. So what is your answer? 180 degree. Thus, we have found out the two supplementary angles which are in the ratio 5:7. It means if you divide the 75 and 105 by using the common table, finally you get the answer 5/7. This is the meaning of the ratio 5:7. Do you understand, children? Let us see one more word problem, children. Two supplementary angles are consecutive multiples of 4. Find the angles. What is given data in the question? Two supplementary angles are consecutive multiples of 4. Find the angles. We have to find the two angles. The two angles are supplementary angles, and what is the hint they are given? They are consecutive multiples of 4. Do you understand, children? Consecutive multiples means the continuous number, next preceding number. Okay. So, two supplementary angles are consecutive multiples of 4. Find the angles. Okay. So, what are the two data given in the question? The angles are supplementary and also they are consecutive multiples of 4. So, we have to find the two angles. As usual, we have to take the unknown angle as any variable. So, we are taking, let the one of the angle be x degree. Okay. Since the given two angles are consecutive multiples of 4, they are differ by 4. We have already did in the multiples of 3. Okay, so 4, 8, 12. These are multiples of 4. Each are differ by 4. So, one of the angle is x degree means what should be the next angle? X degree plus 4 degree. We understand, children? One of the angle is x, and what should be the next angle? X degree plus 4 degree. Why we are adding 4 degree? Because they are consecutive multiples of 4. Suppose if they are given consecutive multiples of 5 means you have to write x degree, and next angle will be the x degree plus 5 degree. Do you understand, children, how we are writing? Okay. And also given the two angles are supplementary. Since the given angles are supplementary. Supplementary means what? If you add two angles, it gives the sum 180 degrees. So, what are the two angles? One angle is x degree and another angle is x degree plus 4 degree. If you add these two angles, your answer is 180 degree as per data given in the question. So, we have to find the value of x. So, we have to remove the bracket. So, x degree plus 4 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. X plus x, 2x. 2x degree plus 4 degree equal to 180 degree. In order to find the value of x, we have to make the x free. So, we have to bring this 4 degree to RHS. So, this implies 2x equal to 180 minus 4. So, what is the value? 176. So, 2x equal to 176. We have to find the value of x. So, x equal to 176 by 2. Now, we have to cancel the 176 by 2. So, 1 2 is 2. 8 2s are 16. Remainder 1. 8 2s are 16. So, x equal to 88 degrees. Thus, we have found out one of the angles. And what is the next angle? X plus 4. So, it should be given as, what is the value of x? 88 plus 4. So, what is the answer? 92. So, therefore, the two angles are 88 and 92. Now, add the two angles 88 plus 92. The 8 plus 2, 10. Remainder 1, 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 8, 180. Thus, the sum of the two angles give 180 degrees. So, if you add any two angles, if its answer is 180 degree, then we can call that angle as supplementary angle. So, our answer is correct. So, we have found out the two supplementary angles which are the consecutive multiples of 4 and they are 88 and 92. Okay. Next, we are going to see another pair of angles. What is it is adjacent angles. What is meant by adjacent angles? Let us read the definition. Two angles are called adjacent angles. If you call two angles as a adjacent angles if they have to satisfy these conditions. What are the conditions? First, a common vertex. The two angles must have a common vertex as well as a common vertex and common arm and a non-common arm each on either side of the common arm. Do you understand, children? Once again read the definition. Two angles are called adjacent angles if they have a common vertex, a common arm, a non-common arm each on either side of the common arm. Okay. By seeing the diagram, you can easily understand the adjacent angles. Okay. How can we get the angles? If two rays meet at a point, it gives angles. Okay. See here. What are the rays here? OP, OQ, OR. These are the three rays. These three rays are meeting at a point and they are forming some angles. I am naming that angle as one of the angles A and another angle as B. Okay. Now we are going to analyze what is meant by adjacent angles. Okay. As per the definition of adjacent angles, the adjacent angle must have a common vertex. See here, which is the vertex here? O. O is the common vertex. So first condition is satisfied. And then it should have a common arm. See here we are considering the two angles. One angle is A and another angle is B. Now we are going to check they are adjacent angles. So we have to check they are satisfying the definition of adjacent angles. So first condition is satisfied. There is a common vertex. Next it should have the common arm. See here OQ is the common arm of OP and OR. So this is the common arm. So the second condition also satisfied. See OP and OR are non-common arm each on either side of the common arm OQ. Which is the common arm here? This is the common arm. Okay, common arm on each side, that is each on either side of common arm OQ. We have two arms. What are they? OP and OR. So we can say angle A and angle B are adjacent angles. See here, children. This is a model for adjacent angles. See, this is OP, OQ and OR. See here. This is one ray, OP one ray and OQ, OR. These are the three rays forming two angles. This is one angle, this is one angle. These two angles are said to be adjacent angles. Why we are saying these two angles are adjacent angles? Because they are having the common vertex and this is the common arm for these two angles. So we can call these two angles as adjacent angles. So how can we call this angle? P O Q. How can we call this angle? Q O R. We can also call this angle as R O Q. Also we can call this angle as Q O P. Do you understand, children? So what are the two adjacent angles? P O Q and Q O R. These two are adjacent angles. We are naming that angle as A and B. So we have to write here angle P O Q. That is P O Q and angle Q O R. Angle Q O R are adjacent angles. What are they? Adjacent angles. Do you understand, children? So two angles are said to be adjacent angle. It should have common arm and non-common arm each on either side of the common arm. Okay. Next we are going to see some problems based on the concept of adjacent angles. See here. Name the pair of adjacent angles in each figure. First question, subdivision A. Here we have to find the adjacent angles in the figure. Observe the diagram carefully, children. Here we have how many angles? 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are going to find the adjacent angles from this figure. Okay. First we are going to write in the solution part. Here you have to write adjacent angles. See here. First I am considering angle 1 and 2. See here, children. Angle 1 and 2. This is 1, this is they are having the common arm and non-common arm. So we have to say angle 1, angle 2 are adjacent angles. Similarly, angle 2 and 3 they are having the common arm and also the non-common arm. So we have to say angle 2 and 3 are adjacent angles. Similarly, angle 3 and 4. See here, angle 3, angle 4. They are having the common arm and also the non-common arm. So we have to say 3 and 4 are adjacent angles. Similarly, 4 and 1. See here, these are the non-common arm. This is the common arm. So we have to write angle 4 and 1 are adjacent angles. It's clear, children? Next, see the subdivision B. For this diagram, we have to write the adjacent angles. Okay, see the diagram. Here, what are the angles? X and Y are the two angles. We have to check their adjacent angles or not. We know if it is adjacent angle means it has one common arm. This is the common arm and these two are the non-common arms. But here, these are the two angles X and Y, but they don't have the common arm like this. So we have to write angle X and angle Y do not have common vertex. Do not have common vertex. This is the common vertex. Like that, the angle X and Y don't have any common vertex. So you have to write angle X and angle Y do not have common vertex. Okay, therefore there are no adjacent pair of angles in this diagram. Okay. Next we are going to discuss here another concept. What is it? Is a linear pair. What is meant by linear pair? It is also a two angles. Okay. Linear pair, special kind of adjacent angles. If you extend the non-common arm, these are the non-common arms. If you extend this non-common arm to this side, what will happen? It becomes straight. So, such type of situation is said to be linear pair. Okay. Now listen the definition, you can easily understand. When non-common arms of a adjacent angles form opposite rays. See here, these are the non-common arms. When non-common arms of a adjacent angles, these are the adjacent angles, form opposite rays. What are the opposite rays? See here, this ray come like this, means what happened? This diagram became like this. We understand, children? Thus, we are terming like this. Non-common arms of adjacent angles form a opposite rays. See here, what are the opposite rays? This is one opposite ray, this is one. These two rays are opposite to each other. We can also name it AB like that. So, OA and OB. These are the two rays opposite to each other. Okay. So, we can say, see here once again I am reading. When non-common arms of a adjacent angles form opposite rays, then the pair of adjacent angles. What are the pair of adjacent angles? These are the pair of adjacent angles. Is called a linear pair. Do you understand, children? Then the two angles are said to be linear pair. Okay. What is the nature of linear pair? Listen. The sum of, what is the sum? Add. The sum of the measure of the linear pair is always 180 degree. So listen carefully, children. What is the speciality of linear pair is, if you add the linear pair angles, definitely you get always the sum 180 degree. Do you understand, children? If the non-common arm of adjacent angles became two opposite rays, we get the linear pair of angles. If you add these two angles, you get the sum 180. Okay. Next we are going to see the diagram of linear pair. See here. Here what is the vertex here? This is here, C is the vertex. And what are the rays? CA one ray, CB one ray, CD one ray. And what are the angles? X degree, Y degree. These are the two angles. We are calling these two angles as linear pair. Why we are calling this angle as a linear pair? Suppose if you add angle X and angle Y, definitely you get the sum 180 degree. Do you understand, children? So if you add any angle, if you get the answer 180 degree, and also it should satisfy the condition like this. So then we call the pair of angle as linear pair angles. Do you understand, children? Okay. Next we are going to see the problem. Example 13. Based on the linear pair concept. Okay. One of the linear pair measures 52. That is, one of the linear pair means two angles only. Don't take more than two. Okay. One of the linear pair measures 52. So among the two angles, one angle is 52. And what is the question? Find the other angle. Find the other angle. Suppose if you take x as 51 means 52 means we have to find the value of y. We know if you add x plus y, you get the answer 180 degree. So to find the other angle, you have to subtract the known angle from that 180 degree. So see the solution part. Measure of one angle is 52. So to find the measure of other angle, you have to subtract this 152 from 180 degree. Do you understand, children? To find the measure of other angle, you have to subtract the 52 from 180 degree. Why we are subtracting the 52 from 180 degree? Because in the question they have told they are linear pair. Linear pair means if you add the two angles, it always gives the answer 180. Okay. So our answer is here 180 minus 52. So what is your answer? 128. If you add 128 with 52, what is your answer? 8 plus 2, 10. Remainder 1, 3, 8, 180 degrees. Thus 52 and 128 are linear pair. Okay. Next, see the next concept. Angles on a straight line. Always we know that angle of straight line is 180 degree. Angle of straight line is 180 degree. We always know that angle of straight line is 180 degree. This is a line. And what is the angle? 180 degree. Okay, keep this in your mind. We know that straight angle is 180 degree. Angle of straight line is 180 degree. See the note. If two or more angles are formed on a straight line, then they all add up to what? 180 degree. It means what they are saying is, if two or more angles formed on a straight line, this is one straight line. If two angles, suppose this is one angle, this is one angle. If you add these two angles, they give the sum up to 180 degree. Suppose two or more angles. Suppose if you draw like this, now we can get three angles, 1, 2, 3. If you add angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and in that case also you get the answer 180 degree. That's what they are saying in the note. If two or more angles are formed on a straight line, then they all add up to 180 degree. Thank you, children.